debutantes, have you guys missed me? I certainly have missed you. I am back from playlist and I have lots of ideas going through my mind. And since today is Monday, I thought we would start on my new series, or I hope it's going to be a series. It's basically going to be Homekeeping 101. And the first thing that I want to do is get back on some type of system. I have done a homekeeping schedule video when I first started making videos, and I have to tell you, the whole notebook thing just was not working for me. It was bulky, it seemed to always be in the way. I tried to get into it and it just wasn't working for me. So I have decided to go back to my old standby, which is the Sidetracked Home Executives plan, which is organizing your house using 3x5 cards. And I reserved a book at the library, and then I found the original book on Amazon. So I thought I would show you the 3 books if you choose to. They're basically all the same book, they've just been revised over the years, so don't go getting all nervous about you gotta read 3 books. Not what you have to do. So this is actually the very first book that I read, and this came out in 1981, and it's called Pam and Peggy Young's Sidetracked Home Executives. And I remember that my mom had been reading this when I lived at home, and she had the cards, and I'm a paper person, I love office supplies, and it just looked like, oh my goodness, you got to play with office supplies. So in 1981, I was 11 years old. But I got married in 1988 and I revisited this book and I just thought this was great. And this is how I originally got started with my S.H.E system, the Sidetracked Home Executive system. And then in 1993, this book came out. It's basically just a revised edition of the first book. It's called Get Your Act Together, a 7-day get organized program for the overworked, overbooked, and overwhelmed. So this was in 1993. And then this is the one you will probably most likely find at your library. This is the library book that I reserved. And this one was revised in 2001, and this is Sidetracked Home Executives from Pigpen to Paradise. The Slob Sisters tell you how they move from clutter and chaos to order, and how easily you can do it too. So these are basically all, pick one, they all outline the system. These two I actually own. I just purchased this one for $1 on Amazon because I just like their system so much. It's very simplified. You can easily update it for whatever you're doing. So I thought I would tell you what I'm going to be doing this week on week 1. I'm not going to take the whole system all at one time. I'm going to do like baby steps to get myself back into the groove. So they have some rules to start with. And their first rule is to get up earlier than your household and get dressed for the day, all the way down to your shoes. Now, when we were homeschooling, I made sure the kids got up and got out of their pajamas because I knew if we sat in our pajamas all day, your body just thinks that okay, we're just gonna relax, we're not getting anything done, and they wouldn't be as attentive during our homeschool day. And if I was in my pajamas too, I certainly didn't want to do school. So that was always our rule when they were younger. So how I am going to change this up for me, because my schedule is crazy. My husband works nights. I don't go to bed till sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning. So just the getting up early, get dressed, whatever. What I am struggling with in the morning is just a routine. I get up whenever I want. I drink coffee. I sit around in my pajamas until, my husband says, you want to go do something? And then I might get motivated to get moving. I have always done better when I have a schedule or a set list of things that I need to accomplish. Obviously, when the kids were home, they kept me on a schedule. We had school, then we had events, and we had cheerleading competitions and all different kinds of things. So I always had something going on. Well, now, as they say in the book, they have the, I have all day syndrome. Well, I have all day and most of all night because nobody gets home from work in my house till 1 o'clock in the morning. They leave, 3:34, but it's like I don't get anything accomplished between whenever I get up and when everyone goes to work. So what I am going to do is establish a morning routine, and I would like to include exercise and my quiet time. I've definitely noticed that my Bible study has suffered, my devotions have suffered, just because I'm at loose ends. I don't know what to do with myself without, let's say an outside schedule being forced on me. I can't take care of myself without anything to do. So that is one of my big things, is to establish that routine. And because I'm a visual learner, I went to the Dollar Tree and I bought these little happy face stickers. And every time I do my morning routine, I'm going to put one of these stickers on the calendar, on the refrigerator, just to kind of show my progress and that, I am getting things done. I know this is very preschool, but they're pretty and it makes me happy. So I'm going to give myself a happy face when I do what I need to do. I don't care that I'm 45 years old, darn it. So the next rule that they have is make your bed. Now, everybody knows that my husband and I sleep in separate beds because he snores ungodly. At Playlist, I ended up sleeping on the floor one night. In between, there was a wall separating the bed and the floor where I was sleeping because he snores so loud. I understand why people kill their spouse in the middle of the night, because 3 days without sleep next to a husband who snores is ungodly. So I have 2 beds to make. My own bed, and you mostly want to make your bed because I don't know if you're like me, but I'll be tired. I get tired a lot. And my bed speaks to me. I hear it calling my name. Come back to bed. And that's just a waste of day. And if I take a nap, I usually wake up with a headache. So that is very important. Bored or bananas, I'm going to start making my bed. But I also want to make my husband's bed. Even though we sleep in separate beds, I still want things to be nice for him when he comes home at 1 o'clock in the morning, to get into a nice made bed. So that's number 2, make your bed, and whoever else's bed you want to make. And then 3, their rule, which I just find this hysterical, is no soap opera watching. I don't watch soap operas. I really don't know anybody who watches soap operas anymore, but it's basically saying you want to eliminate your time wasters, and I have quite a few. I wake up and I turn the TV on just because I like the background noise, but then sometimes you watch ID and you get caught up in the next murder mystery, and it's like, well, now I have to know what happened. So I'm going to really cut out useless TV watching, or just having the TV on. If I turn the TV on, I'm going to try and put music on. And the next big one, which I struggle with this, is social media. I can get lost on Pinterest, and before I know it, an hour and a half has gone by, and I've just lost all that time on Pinterest. So those are the 3 big things I'm going to do this week. Establish a morning routine, make sure the beds are made, and eliminate my time wasters. So that's what I'm focusing on this week, which doesn't seem like a lot. So now we're going to do one more thing this week. We are going to create activity lists for every single room in our home. Now, basically, I'm going to show you what they have in the book. You want to go through each room on a separate sheet of paper and write down every job that needs to get done in that room. We're talking about down from wiping the countertops to cleaning the screens, washing the windows, washing your linens, to do I need to paint this room? Do I need to change out the light fixture? So, normal everyday activities, the activities that you do maybe seasonally, if at all, and then the home improvements you want to make. You want to list everything on that sheet of paper, separate paper for each room. It's basically like a brain dump. Just you walk through the room and you write it all down. Now, in the book, if you get this at the library, they actually will show, and I'll take a picture of this and post it on Instagram. They kind of give you an example of their activity list. And what we're going to do after we make this activity list, and this will probably be part of next week's challenge as well, you want to decide, okay, clean the bathtub. Do you want to do that daily? Do you want to do that weekly? Do you want to do it monthly? Hopefully you want to do it at least weekly. So each job is then going to get like a time. Do you want to do this job daily? Do you want to do this job weekly? Do you want to do it monthly? Do you want to do it seasonally? Or is it a home improvement that you're going to do when you get the money? So that is basically your week. If you choose to go on this journey with me, that's what I will be doing this week. I would really love it if you decide to try out this plan, if you would follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, because I will be posting updates of what I've got going on. I just really need to get on a schedule because the Shop 561 where I have my items for sale, they're always asking me for more items because they sell out so quickly, and I just don't have it written down. I don't have a list to say, okay, like I totally missed out on a lot of the Valentine's Day sales because I wasn't prepared. I didn't have those things ready to go. So this is why I am starting a schedule, because I desperately need a schedule. So again, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. Let me know if you're going to try out this system or maybe a new homekeeping system. I really feel that my 2015 is just now starting because we had so much going on in January and the beginning of February, so that now I can really dig in and get started. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I am going to put a list of the materials that they say you will need to start this system in the description box if you want to, buy them so you're ready to go. I would save you a receipt because as we move along and, we do more of an updated card filing system, you may not need as many of the items, but I would definitely have them just so you are ready to go. So now that I am done babbling about my system, which I am super duper excited about, I am going to sign off and tell you all I'm back. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate if you did. And please continue letting me know the types of videos you want to see. I've gotten so much great feedback on Facebook. I read all of the comments, and I look forward to seeing you in all of my new videos I have planned. Bye guys.